guys, the one and only here on YouTube, which is Heavy Metal 95 here. Welcome to a brand new video. Once again, this time, a metal song history video. Yep. And this time, we're going to be covering another song that... Excuse me. This song I'm going to be covering... Well, this is basically originally as a 3-track demo, but it's also released as a single. Yep, because I just wanted to say, we're going to be talking about the song that I have been listening to for the first time, and we're going to be talking about the song Shell Shock by the band Ethnocide, or the band that was formed by Grant Collowitz and Gareth Morris. The lineup on the guitars and the drums and the bass were all provided. Well, Gareth Morris did the vocals and drums. However, Grant Collowitz did bass and guitars on the song Shell Shock, when this song was originally as the 3rd track off of Ethnocide's 3-track demo, Face Ripper, being the 3rd track off of the song. Consider that Ethnocide was formed in 2017, when it was formed by Gareth Morris and guitarist and vocals Grant Collowitz. The former guitarist of the band Skinner and Mudface. Although this song, Face Ripper, had the 3rd track song, because this goes dating all the way back to, 2017, when they first originally did their 3-track Face Ripper demo back in 2017, because it had the song Shell Shock as the 3rd track on there. This wasn't long until the song Shell Shock was recorded on and released as a single on April the... Excuse me. It was recorded on... Well, it was released as a single on the 30th of April, 2018. Which makes sense, though, because I didn't even know. Come to think of it, if you want to talk about song... Hold on. Fix the camera. Hold on. Yeah. So... Man, if you want to talk about songs that being released as a single, this song, Face Ripper, is one of them. Because this has some of that blend of, death metal and thrash metal as part of the whole underground metal thing going on as well. Which... I never knew they could do that dope of a single, for example, Shell Shock, which is the demo. However, Grant Collowitz did play bass and guitars on tracks on the single Shell Shock, which is it came right off of their 3-track demo, Face Ripper, which makes sense, though, because I honestly had to know when this also has come across for this, because I wanted to say, I must say, this is the real thing about how the lyrics category on the song Shell Shock on both the Face Ripper demo and the single Shell Shock self-titled single didn't show the lyrics on it as usual, especially on... This look a lot like something I don't think Encyclopedia Metal pages, the Metal Archives pages, would have known about, but this all makes perfect the easier thing, because just considering this song, Shell Shock, was released as a single, as digital, which it was never on audio cassette or on CD as well. Yep. They have done this as well. Just coming by for this. An eye for all things as well, because I have never seen why they released the song Shell Shock as a single when this came right off of the Face Ripper EP demo, which the band Ethnocide recorded as well, because I just have to come across, because the death growling vocals are very pure death metal if you're listening to the song, though, because there's some things you have to know about the real truthful thing, because which, considering the song Shell Shock by Ethnocide being the third track right off of the Face Ripper demo, being released as a single, which, yeah, it's pretty interesting, because I didn't know for the fact, because that they had already due for this, because I never knew they could make one dope of a single by adding in some bass credited, because unlike the Face Ripper demo, there was no bass guitar track parts, which, if they were credited it as if they were, because however, there was the Shell Shock demo when the band Ethnocide was originally as Shell Shock. Especially if you find it on SoundCloud pages, one of the SoundCloud pages on there, because there is a demo version of the song Shell Shock by the band themselves, Shell Shock, another Bay Area thrash metal band that wasn't long just before they changed the name as Ethnocide from all things, because I just wanted to come by for how these bands did their first song, which before it later becomes the Ethnocide song. Back then they were known as Shell Shock, in mid 2015 or late 2016 at the time as well, when Garth Morris and Grant Kolowitz had a lot for when they recorded the Face Ripper demo in I think this was back in August 2017 at the time. But this is before the song Shell Shock became the third track on the Face Ripper demo, and then they released it as a single on the 30th of April 2018, when this became revealing to the public for the music as well. On the whole Bay Area metal thing going on, happening as well, because... And all I gotta say for this, because about Bay Area metal, these Bay Area metal bands have finally found themselves a real gold mine for songs when they were originally known as a project name. Like, before, when they first started out as Ethnocide, they were originally known as Shell Shock when they recorded their demo Shell Shock as a demo, and that's before they changed the name to Ethnocide once 2017 or 2016 comes. Because I had to learn much about for the real question about how I wanted to come by for those songs when they were originally known on those bands, because that's the real main reason I wanted to discover those bands, because that's the real thing, is that how did they change the name from Ethnocide, from Shell Shock to Ethnocide, when they had the song Shell Shock when they first started it as a demo, and then they recorded it for the Face Ripper demo as the third track on there, and then they released it as a single a year later, back in 2018 on the 30th of April, which is a lot common though, because now that I come to think of this as well. And one thing that's changed is that this song has gotten to the whole credibility for, like, local Bay Area metal bands, especially with the blends of, like, death metal and thrash metal, especially the guitar riffs and all that other things, that they had always wanted to do this as well. Yep. I never do, because I didn't even thought for this as well. That's the real truthful thing, because... But then again, just considering of how I wanted to come by on those songs, being recorded as a demo, and I'm not sure if the band Shell Shock has any more songs, because they only did one song as a demo, as the Shell Shock demo song. If you haven't listened to the song Shell Shock by on there, look up the song title on SoundCloud, because you never know, because there is a demo version which I didn't know that demo version existed, which is a lot very interesting that they had already thought about this. I never knew Ethnocide could do that dope of a single like Shell Shock, because the song's very good, very heaviest as well, for the whole mixtures of like death metal and thrash metal in the mix for the guitars and all that. But overall, the song is very badass metal song, because this song gets very good because considered it my favorite Ethnocide song off of it, like most other songs from Ethnocide as well, for the most part. And come to think of it, the guitar works are good, the drums are good, the vocals are very brutal, especially the death growls as well. 10 out of 10 for this song. That's going to be it for my video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you like as well. And be sure to check me out on T-Shirt Slayer Online if you're new to T-Shirt Slayer Online. Be sure to check out my metal song history and rock song history videos, especially if you're new to the channel also. And this is Heavy Metal 95 signing off. Thanks for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now. Keep it metal for this on Metal Song History.